Good evening, friends. This is Ayan Sinha here from Billionaire Traders Club. I welcome you all to the weekend blog slash podcast of the September or the first week of September. Now, here, friends, in the week that has gone, Nifty has done a pretty remarkable job of rising about 200 to 300 points. In the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quarters, we can see that it has risen pretty high. Now, what has been the reason behind it? Even after the taper tantrum that happened, even after Fed declared that no more free cash flow will happen. So let us see the global market today. We can see that Nifty and Sensex they have closed in green. Nifty about 89.45 points, Sensex 277.41 points. Nifty Bank has disappointed, down by 70 points. VIX has risen, and it could be a concern if it moves higher. We shall discuss it more as soon as we move on to detailed discussion on Nifty and Bank Nifty. Dow Jones and the US market that has opened a little bit weak. I did mention in my Hindi video that Dow futures was trading lower. If you look into European markets, they have closed in red today. The Asian markets, various heavyweights of major indices in the Asian markets, some of them did close in green, and most of them actually did close in green, probably with the exception of Hang Seng. Nikkei did close up by above by 2%. I don't know what its status will be on Monday. Now let us do a little bit of analysis of Nifty today, and I have drawn pivot lines today. Pivot lines are important, and the dotted lines are the central pivot points, and we can see that how and this is based on today's movements, not of yesterday's. Today's movement have created new pivot points, and whenever the index or stock or security closes above the central pivot lines, if I take the 15 minutes pivot, you will see that the redder lines that are there, they are the resistance, and the greener lines are the supports. So it is above the support, it has closed above the CPR, and it's slightly bullish but not that high above the CPR, so it still could be called neutral. Bank Nifty on the other hand is below the CPR and therefore bearish in from my point of view. It has moved above the support but not above the CPR, that is a central pivot region, so we could expect some bearish movements on Monday. The Sgx Nifty, as I had mentioned earlier, let's do a refresh on Sgx Nifty. Sgx Nifty is on track with Nifty, so it's quite flat at the moment. Dow futures again is below 200 moving average on 5 minutes chart, and on the 1 hour chart it has just gone down, so it is currently bearish. Now looking into Nifty, I was discussing earlier that Whenever Nifty is away from 10 EMA, you will always find that it will correct. There will be a correction. So if we look back into Nifty and just its relation with 10 EMA, we find that historically, even if we take it back a year or so, in this month of September, let's say from December, we see that there has been a correlation between Nifty and we are looking into Bank Nifty. So let's look into, this is Nifty, and this is we are saying from say August, and suppose it had moved away from 10 EMA, so it corrected in a bullish manner and went up. So again, when it went away from 10 EMA, it corrected, and it always so whenever it was moving away from 10 EMA, it would correct, and it would track along with your 10 EMA. The price would almost always touch 10 EMA or just be closer to 10 EMA. So whenever it was moving away, you will find that it would correct. Whenever it was moved away downwards, it would correct upwards. Similarly, it has been doing it across the year, and even before that. We can look behind it. Although those who are interested can see historically to 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016, you will find that this phenomenon has been occurring. So I expect a correction happening. Either it might happen on Monday, or it could happen anywhere within next week or the week after that. So you could expect a combination of correction or intermittent profit booking in Nifty, and also Bank Nifty. If we see Bank Nifty, we see a similar phenomenon, that it is sticking to 10 EMA, and whenever there is a huge movement away from 10 EMA, there is a correction. The correction may not be very huge, but it is just enough for a person who is tracking these movements to take advantage of shorting, either shorting those in futures and options, or if it is moving too much below the 10 EMA, to take some long positions. So you can take intraday positions, or you can take positional or swing positions to take advantage of that. You can write calls based on this. So I would suggest you take your own trade decisions. This is just for analysis purpose. So let's move on to viewing certain other factors. We have Oro Pharma. Oro Pharma is one of my trade recommendations for the next week, and I will add more stocks as we go ahead, and as we do our as I do my blogging and podcasting. So just for information, anyone who is hearing my podcast on podcast can come to my YouTube channel, subscribe there, and subscribe to my channel, and you can also view these videos and the charts there. The charts are available on the video with the same talk that I am giving here. So Oro Pharma has been bearish and has been falling after reaching the top of 1060 since 10th of May 2021, and it has on approximately on 23rd August and around that, it has hit a support, and it has started to move up. Though it has started to move up on low volumes, in the future or in the next week, I expect it to move up to 922 at least. So the risky players can take long positions, and those who are risk averse or conservative, they can wait till 804, 805 and take a long position for a target of 922.40. One of the technical indicators is RSI, so you can wait for RSI to move above 50 or above 55 to take a long position, and as long as it is above 60 you can keep that long position. And it is moving above 20 EMA, so if it stays above 20 EMA you can be bullish on that stock. So I am bullish on Auto Pharma. Procter Gamble on the other hand is I am bearish on it. It had a big movement on 26th August, and there were three greenish candles, bullish candles, but it could not break the resistance at 13941. So anyone who's either they can sell calls from that position, or they can buy puts, and so that would be a bearish position one can hold. And since there are a couple of indicators, you can sell it below 45 RSI and or below 20 EMA if it sustains below that, and if as long as the EMA remains below 40 EMA you can remain bearish on it. So these are the two stocks that I have view on. Friends, you can view my listen to my podcast on Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, and various other podcasts. This is a screenshot of Spotify. You can visit Billionaire Traders Club and listen to my podcast. You can also visit my YouTube channel, Billionaire Traders Club, and see my playlist of educational channels and educational videos on various
Good morning, friends.
On various topics, and there is on FIA data analysis and etc. And
Good morning, friends.
you can benefit from that.
These are all on a Saturday, 24th of October 2020.
These are all free for the viewers. It doesn't cost any money. I hope you can share this if you like it and you are profitable from this. You can share my video, you can like it, you can subscribe to my channel, and I hope you have a profitable trading and investment career. This is Ayan Sinha signing off from Billionaire Traders Club.